I'm going to start streaming now because I want to see.
Okay.
I feel like this way. There we go. Okay, so we're on just a couple minutes early. Hey, Bonnie, because I want to see if it's working from our phones. Bonnie, are you on your computer or are you on a cell phone? Just curious, because I'm trying to figure out why we were having technical challenges earlier.
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie. Yeah, see, it's still saying invalid from the cell phone. Let us know if you're calling from or if you're logging in on.
And how do we fix
See,
that?
look, and it's fuzzy and everything.
What is that?
I'm on my iPad. Got the notification from YouTube on my. Oh, okay. Hey, Cindy. Thanks, Melina. So it's working for some, and it's just not for others. Is the screen real blurry for you guys, or is it just our end? You see us fine. Okay, good. Well, we'll just continue on. It's hot here. Oh, how hot was it today, honey?
I'm not real sure.
You don't know? You weren't that hot today?
I'm hot every day, honey.
Hey, Rebecca. Okay, good. Good deal. So it was 94 today, so I wonder what the feel like was. Hey, Emily. Hi, Rebecca and Cindy. 105? Holy moly. That's hot. That is hot. What's the matter?
I'm hungry.
Oh. Well, we'll get some of this, and then if you want, in a little bit, you can go get you some dinner, and I'll just keep on talking. But actually, I don't know how long we'll take tonight. We may not take that long. Does anybody have any plans for tomorrow for July 4th? It felt like Satan farted in my face. That's funny. Hovering in the mid-90s. Yeah, hey, Melissa. Yeah, it is super hot, that's for sure. Hot. That's funny, I wonder why. It must just be on our end. That's all good. So, oh, it's 6 o'clock, so we can go. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Tuesday, July the 3rd. I say it every time. I can't believe it's July. I can't believe it's just this year is flying by. Flying by.
Yes, it is, Dana.
Oh, God, are we going to start doing that again?
What? I'm responding to what you're saying. I'm joining in.
Cindy's staying home drinking beer. That's smart. That's what I should be doing right now, is drinking beer.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I should be doing it now anyway. Yeah, it's hot there too, Emily says. So, what do we have? How many weeks till reunion? What is it?
Do you
4
know?
weeks?
Or
No.
you just asking
I'm
everybody else?
asking because
5.
It is 5?
I don't know.
Did you calculate?
Guessing.
So this is 1. So we got 1, 2, 3. So 4, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, I think.
Did you count
And
that
then
right?
we get to, no, I don't know. And then we get to go see Bonnie. Where's the guests honored? Y'all can't, uh-oh. Y'all can see us, right? Bonnie said, we're here. Where's the guest of honor? Who's the guest of honor? I have no idea. Hey, Christy. 26 days to reunion. Hi, Summer. So, 26 days. That's it. That's specific. Okay, good. Y'all see us. So, super excited about that, obviously. I don't know if you guys read any of the posts. Connie, our new field development director, I'm not exactly sure if that's her formal title, what it is, but she is awesome. We'll just say that. Hey, Sari. She every day she posts something that's really helpful on either Consultant Corner or Leaders or both. And she posted something, and I thought I would just bring it up because it's it's so true. She talked about how when we go to reunion, there's a lot of people that it's their first time to be at a reunion. And for those of us that go and we see people that we haven't seen in a while and we get all...
What's the total? How many are going?
Oh, my God, you just totally cut me off.
I know, I had a question.
I don't have
I didn't
any
want to
idea.
forget. It was very important to me at the time.
I don't know.
Did they reach 1,000?
No. I think it was 800 and something, yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
I don't remember where I was at.
What?
Can you pick up for me wherever I was at? Because I don't remember now. What was I talking about?
Reunion and seeing people.
I'm just kidding. 800, yeah. Somewhere around 800. But anyway, how so many times we get all caught up in seeing people that we haven't seen in a while. And there's a lot of these new consultants that are just making their way for the first time. And so for us to all really go out of our way to talk to people and to introduce ourselves to... Yes, dear.
This isn't good either?
No, whatever. Just what?
Is it going to be like this all night?
If you keep interrupting me mid-sentence, yes.
Well, you said it's going to be new consultants. Well, last year we had like 5-something, didn't we? So we're definitely going to have at least 300 people that's never been there.
Well, we don't know that. There may be some people that have just never been able to come before. So, anyway.
I think I'm just going to back up
just
now.
stop and get in here, please. Don't make me pause. My God.
Yes, dear.
Anyway, Bonnie, I hope I still get to go. My brother got a bad... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Bonnie, I'm so sorry. I hate that. Well, I do hope you get to go, but just keep me posted, would you? Let me know what's going on. But anyway, so for any newbies, anybody that you see that maybe is either standing by themselves or just, let's just make it a habit to go up and say hello. And I know you guys all do that anyway. Everybody's super friendly and everything, but I did think that was a good mention. And I know somebody asked if they would maybe have a little, how we have our lanyards and they have the little flag things on the bottom of them, to maybe have first timer or something like that on it. I don't know if they're going to do that, but hopefully they will, so that we will see that. And then I would love for us to just all be known as the friendliest bunch of people.
You should have made them all shirts.
Who?
You. First timers. First timer. They could have had a shirt. That way we'd all know.
But how do I know?
They would tell you.
Oh my God, okay. That's cool. Yeah, it's a great
could
idea, honey. I'll put you in charge of that next year.
Lime green or something. That way, newbie.
Newbie. Well, they may not want to be called newbies, but anyway, you get my point, right? I promise y'all it's not going to be like this all night.
I can go get dinner.
But I would, okay, do whatever you want. I don't care. Anyway, meet as many consultants as you can. And look at them as future, well, not look at them, but also consider, because I loved what she said about looking for future support systems and friends that maybe accountability partners that you can reach across the line instead of having somebody in your own team. I thought that was really a great idea, and I know that those of us that have been going, we've all kind of done that, just gradually done that. I know at our Be the Change conference in January, there were quite a few people that connected and had accountability partners right then and there. So business buddies, yeah, I love that. Talk to everybody, and yes, best friends are definitely made at reunion. Absolutely. The system can't track that. So anyway, find a business buddy. I loved all that. I thought that was so great. But yeah, I mean, I know everybody will do that anyway, but I just wanted to kind of mention it again because I thought that was pretty cool. Are you just going to sit there like that? Because seriously, you don't have to stay. I don't want you to be miserable.
Honey. I contribute to the conversation.
I want you to contribute.
I get in trouble. I raise my hand. I get in trouble.
I want you to contribute. Hey, Jessica.
Just look at me when you want me to say something.
Hey, Susan. I want you to contribute, but I want it to be like normal, not where you're just cutting me off mid-sentence.
That's normal.
Okay.
That's the normal part.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm just a little antsy tonight.
You are a little antsy.
Yeah, we're frustrated because of the heat. That's what it is. It's something like that. That's funny. Actually, I don't know, because we were just talking about reunion earlier. Just all of a sudden.
Yep, got in front of the camera and you got all antsy.
Yeah. So anyway, you want to take it from here? You're really getting on my last nerve right now. So reunion month, this is a great time to start new goals, and you know, I don't. This is the first time actually that I've seen us really make a big deal out of the whole, you know, July to June time frame, and that we just finished up our Pink Zebra year, and that now in July we start a new Pink Zebra year. So instead of waiting until Bonnie, instead of waiting until the end, like December, when we start talking about goals for the next year, we should be setting goals now for the year, because this is our year starting in July. So maybe think about things like, do you want to have the consistency award, which is $12,000 from July to June in sales, in personal sales? Yeah, go get a glass of wine for me. Or do you want to have sponsoring consistency? There's a consistency award that's given away at reunion for that too. So maybe you want to have the 12 qualified sponsors, and qualified means that they hit their 500 in sales volume in the first month. Yes, dear.
Okay, you said a consistency award.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that, you said $12,000, but isn't it $1,000 a month?
No, it's 12,000 total. So
that's all.
Well, yeah. That's,
I thought you had to.
It's $1,000 a month if you break it down into
okay, but I thought you had to do $1,000 a month.
No, it's 12,000, which is good, because so what if one month you have a really rough month? You can make up for it and still get the award. Okay. I like that personally, because otherwise, if you have to hit 1,000 every month, and by December you aren't hitting 1,000, which of course you would in December, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's a good question. So anyway, maybe there's some certain goals like that you want to hit. Maybe it's the incentive trip, because starting in July is when we start accruing points for that.
And you'll get points for being at reunion.
That's right. Well, I say that. Did they announce that this year? I mean, they've always done it in years past, but I'm assuming that we get points for going to reunion.
It's subject to change.
Right. As we know. But anyway, hopefully we get reward or points for going to reunion and going to rallies or anything else of that nature. But yeah, so maybe that's a goal. And then you got to break it down. Once we learn at the end of the month what the incentive trip is and how many points it's going to take to get there, then you can break it down month by month.
Wow, 2,500
Oh, wow.
points.
Okay, cool. Wow. I bet our points are going to be a lot higher, I bet, this year for whatever that is, because that's a lot of points. 2,500 points. Well, cool.
Well, they want people to come to reunion.
Well, that's true.
So
maybe
that
that's
would be a good incentive for people to come. You get this many points.
Right. So anyway, so yeah. So for the month of July, the one thing that, you know, I know that because we kind of get in this stall where it's like, oh, well, the new catalog's coming out at the end of the month, so you know, my people aren't going to want to have parties because they're going to want to wait for the new catalog. And instead of doing that, create a sense of urgency that, you know, this is very potentially going to be gone. All of our summer scents are going to possibly be gone by the end of the month. And, you know, these shades that we have right now could possibly be gone by the end of the month. So, you know, create more of a sense of urgency for now to try to continue selling this particular catalog. Even the blend bashes are going to change. So if anybody's wanting to do a blend bash now, we want to, you know, create that sense of urgency that they're going to change at the end of the month as well.
Yep.
So, oh, great idea, Emily, a Christmas in July sale. Yeah, y'all share any ideas, if you will, just so that we can all kind of get some different ideas. Because, I mean, there's so many things that we can do, you know, especially right now, because we do have, it is the end of the year, and things are going to go away. And everywhere I'm going, I'm saying, don't forget, we've got a new catalog that's going to come out at the end of the month, and that means, you know, summer and all the spring and some of the floral, it's going to be gone. So whatever your favorites are. So, you know, you want to do that. And I don't know, I think you guys may have seen my post, but on Thursday and Friday, or Friday, I think it was last week, I sent some of my customers, I just sent them a text, you know, talking about how things were going to be going out of stock and whatnot at the end of this month. And I got quite a few orders before Sunday was even up. So Mystery box bundle of inventory on hand. Reach out to customers that have ordered spring and summer scents. Let them know that. Yeah, exactly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Maybe have your own party if you want to, you know, set a date in the month and have your own party and offer some discounts, or, you know, I always offer, you know, a free jar of sprinkles if somebody brings a guest or something like that. So, you know, just try to keep your calendar going and keep your sales going, and it can be a great month. It can be an awesome month. So it's exciting. Oh, and one other thing is setting, if you are going to have your own party, to set the date like a few weeks in advance, so that when you're out and about and talking to people, if somebody's like, because in fact the lady last night, she goes, oh, well, be sure to invite me to your next party. Okay, well, it's going to be on this day. Give me your email address so I can follow up with you. And she gave me her email, or her phone number. She didn't give me email. She gave me phone number so I could follow up with her. But just try to get that information and make sure you've got a date already on the books that you can say, yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm having a party, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, right?
You are correct.
Okay, let's see. What I was going to talk about tonight, other than just July, I was going to kind of talk a little bit about new consultants, just some of the things, but I think we've talked about that quite a bit, and it doesn't look like we've got any brand new consultants on here, so we'll kind of skip over that. But the one thing that I don't talk about often enough is just to make sure that we're telling everybody to label everything, because you know, we want to make sure that whatever they're looking at, that they can grab and be able to find their consultant information. So like these need to have labels on the top. These they need to have labels on the top. So this is not a good example, but anyway, be sure to label everything, all of the jars, anything that you're handing out, to try to make sure you label it so they have a contact information to follow up with. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about tonight is party on the go. How many of you guys actually do party on the go parties? You ever done one?
Can't say.
I wonder if I made one of these for you to take to the guys, would they set it out? Probably not, because it's pink, huh?
Hang on, what?
At the supply house. Probably what? Not. Never mind. Don't give me that look.
Take it to the supply house where guys are?
Yeah. Oh, guys don't buy the product?
They're construction workers, honey. No.
Well, then why were you... Okay, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. Reach out to customers, order... Oh, we already did that one. Okay, so I have a couple of the bags, which I absolutely love the bags, but I also have the bucket, and so I grabbed my bucket just to show you guys how easy... I mean, I was looking back on some comments that people were making a while back about Party on the Go, and they were talking about contracts and, you know, all the stuff that they put in them, and I mean, in my opinion, exactly, Susan says easiest parties to do. It needs to be easy. It needs to be so easy. Why don't you go get you a salad? Why don't you go? Go get you a salad. I'm cool with that. I know you're hungry. Anyway, it needs to be super easy. So here, this is what sorry y'all, I guess maybe I'm uptight tonight. Forgive me. I'm going to take everything out, and then I'm going to put it back in so I can show you guys what I have in here. It's okay, honey. I promise. You can go eat. It's all good.
No, I want to be here.
Okay.
This is getting fun now.
Right, because I'm sweating. Okay, so what I do, and like I said, this is just a little bucket that I've had just with a little ribbon on it. Wait, which way does it go? That way. Duane salad run, right? Okay, sorry y'all. Okay, so what I do is I usually put 3 to 5 catalogs in here. I'll put my catalogs, right? And then I have another catalog that I actually have opened to the page that shows their host rewards, and I have it clipped with a little create your wish list on it, so that the host actually has this and can make her little notes and see what she can get for free and all that. It's right there. I didn't have to reprint anything. I just stick that right in there. I always put one of the opportunity brochures. And then I'll put a couple of the shop host join. Actually, I have 5, I think. Yeah, 5. And then I do several invoices. And I also have the Mr. Right for July that I put in here. So they can see what the VIP set is and the whole thing. And it also has the host benefits on here. So they have that. But I also put it in the catalog just so that they have it in more than one spot. Okay, and so then what I do is I put in a simmer pot. Now, a lot of people, they talked about doing contracts because they were afraid they weren't going to get these back. So I'll tell you, most every one I've done has either been in an office building or people that I know somehow or I would trust because they're business people. But if you're not sure, then it's okay to just do a little, like make up some samples and just put samples and maybe a soaps and some things like that in one of these bags instead of you don't want to lose your party on the go bag, the real nice ones. So you could do it in something like this if you're just absolutely not sure if you'll ever see it again. That's okay to do. I've waited my whole life. That's funny. Now he's in a jar. What do you know? Okay, so I include those. I include a few of the more popular samples. I'll put those in there. I don't put them all because, and I don't know about you guys, but 9 times out of 10, once somebody starts to smell what we have, they will want to look in the catalog to see what else we have, and they'll pick what they think they're going to like. So they don't have to necessarily always smell it, as long as they have an idea of how good our fragrances are. And then I always put in, I always include one jar that's still in the box because I want them to see the whole experience of how awesome it is with the little, and look there, we got a label, with the little card and all of that kind of stuff because it's so cute. So I include one fragrance in the box and I tell them they're welcome to use it. And then I also include a couple of more that will go with it, complement it, but that are also in a couple of different categories because I'm hoping they'll use one or mix them all. So usually about 3 jars. I will include a candle because I want them to see how cute the candles are and how easy they are to make, but I already make it and put it in here. And then I include I always want to include a soaks. So I do 1 soaks, usually the lavender. I will do a lotion that I've already, it's like a tester type thing, so they're welcome to use it. And then I include some go cards. And I don't care if they use the go cards. They're not that expensive and, you know, whatever. They can use them around the office or whatever they want to do. So I include those. And then I put in a little bundle of my business cards with it. And that's it. I mean, that is like so easy peasy. The only thing I do different is if I have, well, not really different. I have this really cool binder, but it's out right now, but with somebody. But I have a binder that has every single scent in it, and sometimes I'll take that with with several catalogs and just give them that. It kind of depends on where the setup is. There's some places like the nail salon that I go to, they won't set up a simmer pot for whatever reason. I don't know why. So they just take around and smell all the samplers. But anyway, and then of course there's so many. Oh, and what else? I got the wish list, the VIP box thing. I got that in there. And then I made a list of kind of the for anybody, I tell them for anybody who gives me a Party on the Go referral, they will get the host sprinkles jar, my compliments, plus 1 more jar. So basically 2 jars, but I'm really only paying, $9 total maybe because I'm getting that little host jar that we get for what, $3 I think it is. And then another jar. And then if that party actually comes to fruition, they will also get a carton from me. So that's just kind of my gift to them because referrals to me are everything. I love referrals. Okay, what's going on here? Y'all are all talking and I'm missing out. I hope the Bonnie heat goes away. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be hot because it'll be the end of July. No, soak's turning yellow. Well, this one's not that old, but no, I haven't seen that. at all. I don't think, I'd have to maybe look, do we have any old bottles that would be sitting around here?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. That's really weird. And is it the old soaks maybe? I wonder, the older soaks that didn't have the same exact ingredients, maybe. That's interesting. That's definitely something to let home office know about, though, just to make sure it's not ongoing. So where are some places that you guys take your party on the goes? Who all do you, I mean, who would you think you could ask? Do you have any friends?
No.
You're just, I'm sorry, honey. You don't have to sit here. So I'm very fortunate that I used to work in a corporate environment where I knew a lot of people in office buildings. And so I continue to call on those people that I used to work with that all I know have offices. And I worked with a lot of administrative assistants. And so they love doing that kind of stuff. So I call on them. Teachers, Emily said teachers, and Summer said banks. Those are great ones. Apartment complexes. All my soaps are together, and I have 3 that are yellow. Wow. What fragrance? Any particular fragrance or just different ones? I'm just curious now. But apartment complexes are awesome because you take this stuff to them, and they are often looking for little things that they can give new residents when they move in, or maybe when they re-sign a lease. And remember Kim did, she called on that one apartment complex, and they bought, that was back when we had diffusers, but they bought diffusers for all the new people and all of the renewals. Mm-hmm. So it was like a year's worth. So I don't know, however many hundred it was. It was a lot. So apartment complexes would be great. Yes, admins are the best. They really are. Car dealerships, yes, for sure, for sure. Dentists, real estate offices. There are some real estate firms that still are in existence and don't just work from their homes. Like around here we have Gary Green, and Remax has some offices. So there are still office buildings for realtors, and they love this stuff. And then they can see what they can use as new home buyers' gifts and things like that. And men, regardless of what you say, men do love this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of men that really get into it. And we have a lot of men consultants. So don't be fooled by, they're just trying to, your guys are just all acting like a bunch of he-men, but.
Hey, they're construction workers.
So what does that mean?
That means they don't do this.
Well, then why have you been calling on them constantly to become consultants? Danielle joined.
Her husband worked in an office.
Oh. So
he wasn't a construction.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, well, cool. So anyway, there's so many places, and hopefully, I mean, I was trying to think, even if you lived kind of in the country, I mean, there's banks. I mean, you've still got office buildings that you can call in. Feed stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green tea and lemongrass. Maybe they would love that. The oil fill guys. Yeah, the wives love it. Exactly. The wives love it. And that's just it, is get it to the guys. Well, it's like that time. Remember when we did the Valentine's gifts and you ended up coming home taking all of the bags that I'd made because the guys didn't have Valentine's gifts for their wives and girlfriends. So, I mean, there's always potential. But you just got it. Bars, absolutely. You just kind of got to, don't ever count anybody out. I guess that's the big thing. Plumbers and construction workers. Yeah. And then so with the invoices, I don't know about you guys, but what I try to do is every time somebody fills out an invoice or has an order, maybe a lot of times in the offices, especially the guys, they'll just jot it down on a sticky note and hand it to the girl that's doing it. And I just tell them to take a picture of it and text it to me and then give me the person's number. And so I'll put the order in, or their phone number or an email. I'll put the order in, and then nowadays a lot of times I'll just send a PayPal or a Venmo request or ask them to pay me on Venmo so that I can get the money and turn around and buy the product. And if I didn't know them, then I would make them give me a credit card. But a lot of these people, you know, I trust the person that's taking the orders and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of times and they're in that office building, which means they work there. So it's not like just some random, you know, person. So, but it's totally up to you. I mean, if worst case scenario is get that number and call them and tell them, okay, here's what I have. I put the order in. I need your credit card number and blah, 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 whatever. But I do it, what my point was, I do it as soon as every single one of them comes in instead of waiting. Like back in the beginning, I would wait until I would go pick it up. But I don't do that anymore. I go ahead and start taking the orders because then what I can do is tell her how much money she's accumulating and kind of keep her up to speed and excited about if she's getting any free stuff or half price stuff or whatever it might be. So and plus I want to, you know, I want to get the orders in. So, but ideally, depending on the office, but I won't leave it in there more than 5 days, 7 at the max, but 5 days is about the typical time frame. Just because, again, you want that sense of urgency. You don't want it just sitting on somebody's desk for 2 weeks and then, because after a while they'll start walking by it and they won't even notice it anymore. I mean, it'll just be, you know, out of sight, out of mind, even though it's sitting right there on the desk. So the more they drink, the more they, yeah, at bars, vendors set up at bars, yes, absolutely, and they do buy for sure. They do. So anyway, so those were just some ideas, and I happen to like Venmo and PayPal just because it's easier, and I don't have to bother them for a credit card. Sometimes you can't get them on the phone. They, you know, you can text them. Well, they're not going to text the credit card number over. So anyway, so what else?
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
Oh,
Why?
I just don't have anything.
I'm sorry. Nothing at all. So anybody who lives in or around the Houston area, we are going to have a team meeting, and not really a team meeting, just a Pink Zebra meeting on August 8th. That's a Wednesday night. We're going to have it here. I think we'll have it here at the house instead of at a restaurant, but I think we'll have it here at the house. But just for anybody who can't make it to Reunion that's here local that wants to maybe come over and get some scoop, we wanted to do it quickly after Reunion so that people are still excited about what they learned, and anybody that did go that's here local can come and share with the rest of the group. So if you or anybody on your team live in or around this area and want to make the trip, we would love to have them. We don't care whose team they're on, as long as they're with Pink Zebra. We would love to have them. So August 8th is going to be the date. It's a Wednesday, but that's what worked, and we wanted to get it done. So I send invoices but don't complete the order until I get paid. Right, exactly. And that's kind of why I like Venmo, Cindy, because I get it paid quickly, and then of course it goes right into my account. So I think PayPal does too, but I think it waits a little longer. It seems like it waits. Like when I don't have to be in a big hurry, I'll do PayPal. But if I'm needing the money, and I do that same thing, I won't actually complete the order until I'm paid. So, because that's just smart. You don't want to be fronting, right? Right? I feel really bad now, like I've been so mean. Venmo is it's an app. It's a pay app. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've heard of Square. It's all my apps are in different places. I was gonna see if it says anything else. It's just Venmo, and you can you hook up your bank account to it. It's Venmo, Venmo. Here, I'll put it on here. But you hook up your bank account to it. It's awesome. And what's really cool about it is that, like, of course, it's kind of weird because you see what your friends are doing and whatever. But it becomes fun because people use emojis and stuff like that. Like they bought a glass of wine, and I don't know what these are, but anyway. But it's a really cool way to just exchange money a lot of, I think the kids started using it mostly, and now it's just kind of transpired. So it's awesome and it's fast.
I thought the kids were using Bitcoin.
No, don't they make money on that? I don't know. Bitcoin.
It is money.
Oh, it is money?
I think.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. And if the person's in front of me, I'll use Square, but I don't like to use Square as much because they charge me. I have been short with him tonight. I'm sorry. I know I don't mean to be mean, but you just threw me off. I'm sorry. I feel bad because we were getting along fine before the call started.
Melina says, "How else will I learn?"
That's right.
You have to be mean to me.
That's right. That's right. Isn't it?
Lacey's late. Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey. Oh, you didn't miss much. Just me being
mean
to Duane for the world to see. I know, it's so funny too because I was like, "Oh, this is going to be great."
Yeah.
But we weren't jiving like we do most of the time. We just weren't jiving. And I kind of flew through everything, so I don't even know if I covered it all.
Right.
Oh well. So yeah, I talked about. Oh, that's funny. I was going to talk about a little bit about staying motivated, but we don't need that because we are motivated. July is going to be a great month, no doubt. Who's working on, kiss and makeup. What are you guys working on out there for the month of July? Do you have any goals already set for yourself that you just want to have happen, like, as soon as possible or right before reunion? Or, like, I'd like to lose 5 pounds, but that's totally different. Actually 10, but that's totally different. That's not a Pink Zebra goal. Actually, though, in order to earn the incentive trip, I'm starting now on trying to get my sales up as high as I can and looking for consultants that want to join because, it starts in July. And in the past, they've even done double points in July. So it was kind of like after the fact we learned about it, so that you don't want to miss out on that opportunity because that's kind of cool. Summer can't wait till August 1st. We got to get July in. We got to get July. Yeah, August 1st will be great. And, once the new catalog comes out, it's almost like gravy because everybody gets all excited about it. And then it just takes us a little bit of time to get it out there. So then August kind of goes a little bit, unless we've got parties on the books. So we got to make sure we are keeping our calendar full. That's for sure. I'm working to lose 5 to 10 pounds before reunion. My goal this month is to get caught up on customer follow-up and start booking my parties. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 5 to 10 pounds would be great, man. But yes, definitely booking for August and September. And I'm trying to get, I want to do 2 things. I want to get my at-home, the party that I always tend to do every single month anyway, I want to get that on a same day every month so that my customers just know about it. And then when I meet new people, it's easy for me to say, well, the first Monday of every month or the first Thursday of every month. So I got to figure out when that's going to be. But I want it to be something that's every single month so that I can give them, my business card now is blank on the back side so that I can write stuff on it. And so if I meet somebody, I want to get their information, but then I want to give them my card and I can quickly glance at my calendar and go, okay, well, in August, this is going to be the party date. So just come by my house. Wouldn't that be cool? So I want to keep that consistent, and then I want to kind of get back to our local meetings again. We kind of got a little bit away from that. So June was awesome. July, I have nothing booked. You can do it. You can do it, Lacey. Well, it's funny because we all are we're so geared up to finish out that, the year, I guess. And so then it's kind of like, ooh, July hits. So Bonnie lost 170 when she got divorced. I finally find the comments and say, hi. Hi, Jennifer. That's funny. That is funny. Well, anyway, make sure you, stay on July and, you know, just keep talking about that sense of urgency, because we want people to be excited about a new catalog, but we want them to go, oh no, you mean, you know, whatever is going away, whatever their favorite is, it's going away. That line's from the thing, right?
You're correct.
Okay, I'm not being mean anymore. Now he's just being him. Ugh, okay, well, anyway, I don't really have anything else. I would love to get some people lined up to maybe do dual training or whatever, starting maybe in August, like once a month, to where we do a Facebook Live with you guys. I know, Melina, you've always been so awesome about training with me, so I mean, I want to have you back, but I would love to have some other people on as well. And even if it's just to talk about, you know, what it is you enjoy about Pink Zebra. It can be simple. It doesn't have to be, you know, like real in-depth training. I just like to, I think it's fun for everybody to get to know one another. So and that's the best way to do it, is when you start to see somebody live like that. Are the scents on sale going away? I'm sure they are. Yeah. I'm sure they are. The discontinued list will probably come out on the 15th. They usually give it to us kind of last minute. But I always just assume that most of it's going to go away if it's spring and, you know, summer. I just kind of assume it will go away, except for maybe Sweet Pea and Lily and Stonewashed Denim. I mean, I don't know. Amaretto Cream. I mean, there's a few that we always seem to keep around, but yeah, so, and hopefully we will get some good sales right at the very end of the month, but don't wait for that, right? We don't want to wait. That's the thing we don't want to do, is sit and wait for that stuff, because if we're, you know, just constantly talking to people and telling our past customers and hostesses about it, then we don't have to sit and wait, because I know we don't really want to sit and wait. So, yes, Farmhouse Cider. Oh, man, I haven't smelled that in a long time. I think I just got so used to having it around. That would be a good one. I'm going to have to go see if I can find some. That would be a really yummy one to smell. And I can't wait. I can't remember the name right now. I knew I was going to blank on it. But the fragrance for August, what was it? Pear and, no. I knew I was not going to be able to remember it. Anyway, somebody will know. But that one looks like it's going to be yummy. Yummy, yummy. So that'll be fun. So anyway, that's it, y'all. It's not, I didn't want to really have a whole hour's worth, because I knew it was a holiday and I didn't want to keep you guys. Pear pistachio. Doesn't that sound really good? Does that sound good to you? Pistachio? Pear pistachio? No? Doesn't sound good? Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll call it a night. Thank you guys for joining us, and I'm sorry that I was on edge this evening. I hate that, but it is what it is. At least you get to see me real time. It is what it is. So, I don't think, let's see, we have another one of these before reunion, right? We do. So on the 17th, let's plan on getting together. We'll, maybe I can get one of you guys to join me, and we can do a double call. You guys have a wonderful evening too, and happy July 4th. Have a great holiday. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Okie dokie. Bye. Thanks, Bonnie.
Bye. Happy 4th.